I'm Pastor Kris Kunkel, here for another ministry moment to help your ministries move forward according to God's will. Today we continue our series on Reinvigorating Ministry with a focus on volunteers, or as I like to say, ministry-based owners. They are at the heart of any thriving church ministry. Reinvigorating church ministry through volunteers strengthens relationships, deepens faith, and expands outreach. I would like to make a bold assertion that motivating and engaging with volunteer ministry leaders is easier than you may think. Because your volunteers want to make a difference, but see, they also want to feel valued and respected. Here are 4 key strategies for ministry-based ownership success. First, value volunteers. Second, provide clear structure and support. Third, respect the volunteers' time and contributions. And fourth, foster growth and leadership opportunities. So the first strategy, value your volunteers. Learn to understand them and appreciate them. Get to know the volunteers' motivations and interests to build a strong connection. Regularly show appreciation for their time and effort to foster loyalty and satisfaction. Treat your volunteers like major donors. They give their time, their energy, and sometimes their funds. All you need to do is show your gratitude. Some ideas to try include hosting regular volunteer appreciation events to honor their hard work. Recognize them on social media and in your newsletter. Share those success stories. Invite them to steer parts of your organization, especially if they have an expertise in a particular area. The second strategy is to provide clear structure and support. People will volunteer because they want to make a difference in the world. Give volunteers a sense of purpose while they're working with you. Set clear expectations, define the goals, and make sure that they know what they need to make the most of their time. Equip them with the necessary training and resources and support to succeed in their roles. Because of this, it's important to actively listen to their feedback and make adjustments to improve their experience. One tip might be to regularly survey your volunteers to see what feedback they may have. Make the survey anonymous so everyone feels like they can freely share their opinion. This will help you craft a better volunteer engagement plan. The third strategy, to respect volunteers' time and contributions. The decision to volunteer is an emotional one. In order for volunteers to keep volunteering, they must feel that their time and contribution is respected and see results of their work. One way to do this is by offering flexible opportunities and ensuring that their work is meaningful. I read recently that the average volunteer hours were $31.80, meaning that your volunteers bring a ton of value to the church ministries. That's over $300 for just 10 hours of volunteer work. One impactful way some churches have highlighted the contributions of their volunteers and their role as ministry owners is by intentionally creating a volunteer engagement plan that is regularly discussed in board meetings and included in long-range planning and other mission-critical activities. Something to consider. And fourth strategy is to foster growth and leadership opportunities. By now, I'm sure you will agree that to ensure long-term engagement and impact of volunteers, it is important to be intentional about cultivating volunteers for more significant responsibilities and leadership roles. Don't just use your volunteers to do the work that nobody else wants to do. Do your best to utilize their skill set while ensuring that each task is meaningful and enjoyable to them in some way. For example, if they have an experience managing social media accounts, ask for their help designing a social media ad campaign, but only if that's something that really interests them and they are wanting to do. Another example is to intentionally invite and ask casual volunteers to take more active and involved roles in specific ministry areas that they excel at or show a passion for. Next time, we'll present tips on how to reinvigorate ministry through fellowship. Would you like help reinvigorating your ministries? We are here to help. Connect with your LCEF District Vice President or email ministry.solutions@lcef.org.